Auburn fans, do not panic. Don't panic. It's all going to be good. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Nick Frazier, and welcome to Water Cooler Talk Sports. If this is your first time here at Water Cooler Talk Sports and around the cooler with us, thank you so much, man. We appreciate y'all so much for helping us out. Thank you so much for coming around and watching videos with us. Please like this video, share this video, subscribe to the channel. We want to hit 1,100 subscribers before the end of 2025. I think we can do it. I think we can. So we would really need your help in order to make that happen. If you are a returning viewer, please, thank you so much for coming back and watching some more videos. Please like, share, comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We want to hit that 1,100 number before the end of 2025 if possible, man. So we appreciate you so much. Let's get into the topic for tonight. The transfer portal, man, is not new to college football, but every time the offseason comes, fan bases, teams go through this overhaul. You know, it happens, So I just want to tell all Auburn fans, don't panic. Don't panic. This happened last year. There was turnover last year on the roster. Auburn, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, turned over the roster 35 plus players last year. And just because you're seeing a lot of guys announcing their intention to enter the portal doesn't mean it's all doom and gloom for Auburn. You have to understand, when a new coaching change happens, when a new regime comes in, a lot of guys are not going to fit with what's going to happen and what is going forward with that team. Coach Alex Golesh, he said it himself. He said he is not trying to, make this roster, he's not trying to displace this roster. He was talking about roster retention, but he also said that he wants people that want to be at Auburn. And you also got to understand, too, that these players are looking at it from a perspective of, man, I've been here for 2, some 3 years, some just a year, and they want to expand their brand. They want to be able to go to a place where they feel like they can win. Now it's turnover. This is something new. I have the opportunity to go somewhere where I know that there's a more proven right now type model where I can come in and give my all and give my talents to that team and help that team win. So don't panic, Auburn fans. Don't panic. Everything will be fine. When you look at this team, when you talk about when you hear Coach Golesh and you hear the coaches around him talk about being process oriented and process driven and detail oriented, that comes into evaluation, and that comes with the scouting part of it as well. I believe wholeheartedly in this staff, man. The more I read about him, the more I listen to him, the more I watch of him, the more that we hear about what his plan is, I just get more excited about Alex Golesh as the head coach at Auburn. I feel like it is in the correct hands. I feel like there is alignment with this man. I feel like as long as the resources and everything is there to be put behind him in order for him to succeed, Auburn will succeed. I was on a pod, and I believe somebody said if it means losing some guys in order for Auburn to win, then we should be fine. We have to be okay with that. We have to get out of this mindset of being so attached to players. Yes, we want players to succeed here at Auburn. You want players to succeed at Auburn. You want them to be great here at Auburn because they chose Auburn. You want that. You want them to succeed here because they chose Auburn over other schools. They could have went anywhere else. And it feels as if you chose to come here. We appreciate you doing that, and we want you to succeed here. But in this free agency of college football, when we are in this roster management, this roster cap of what college football is, this is a byproduct of what comes with coaching change and now the transfer portal and NIL happening now. We've already known about Perry Thompson entering the portal. Malcolm Simmons has announced his intentions to enter the portal. You hear Antonio Coleman has not announced his intentions to enter the transfer portal. Jackson Arnold has announced his intentions to enter the transfer portal. And then just recently, DeAndre Carter and Favor Edward have announced their intentions to enter the transfer portal. And you know what? I will say this, man. It's hard because a lot of these guys were 4, 5-star type guys. Some of them were high 3-star French, 4-star guys. So we are connected to him. We are attached to him. But man, I am under the assumption that guys that want to be at Auburn will be at Auburn. They will play at Auburn because they want to be there. And I'm not mad at guys that want to leave and go somewhere else and potentially take their brand and potentially expand their brand to help market themselves better, because they have that right and that opportunity as well too. As they shows as they should have the opportunity. I just don't want Auburn fans to sit here and be like, "Oh, it's all doom and gloom. Oh my God, it's not working right. He's not retaining the roster. He's not retaining these players. These players are just so important." The previous coach, he was able to get this roster into a position. Anybody can come in and win with this roster. Maybe they can, but maybe this staff is looking at it from a perspective of saying, "Man, look, man, we like you, but from the production that you've put out, this is where we feel like your talent and your evaluation and your status with us stands." Maybe Auburn is not. Maybe this coaching staff is not looking to overpay players anymore. Maybe it's any team in the Auburn talk space. Any podcast that you've listened to in the Auburn talk space. You A lot of them have alluded to this. A lot of them have alluded to maybe Auburn was overpaying guys because guys were flirting with the portal and saying, "Well, if you don't do this, I'm just going to enter the portal and jump." And previous staffs were looking at it saying, "Man, we can't let that happen, man. We need the talent here." Maybe this staff is looking at it like, "All right, cool. That's perfectly fine. We've set out what we feel that your value is in the market, and we feel like our evaluations are very, very solid, that if you leave, that we have somebody behind, we have a plan B and potentially a plan C to go out and get another person that can do what we need them to do in our scheme." We just gotta, I just feel like as Auburn fans, man, we have to get out of this notion of this scarcity mindset. We have to get out of this scarcity mindset. Yes, these are really good players, but guess what? There are other players in the portal that are really good as well. And the thing about it is, you have to trust this staff's eval of players in the portal and where they fit in the system with what they want to do. And I trust it, because every time you hear him speak, every time you hear him talk in interviews, the way they talk about how they go through scouting school, the way they talk about how they find comps for guys and who they want similar to be in those positions, the way they talk about how if guys don't fit a certain standard, they just cut off because they know this guy won't make it. I just want all Auburn fans to have faith in Alex Golesh and the staff he's put together and is still putting together to be able to do what's best to win. Because guess what? If he does well, guess what? It's going to be easier to retain guys in the future if you're winning. A lot of this has to attribute, the reason why we're in a situation right now is because we've been losing for the past 5 years. So guys are more willing to be in programs where they know they have the opportunity to win and potentially get on the field down the road and show it, because the proof of concept and the process matters. We haven't had none of that at Auburn. We haven't had a proof of concept and we haven't had a process. Let this man cook. Let Alex Golesh cook. Let Alex Golesh and this staff cook. Let's not jump to conclusions, man. Let's not jump to it. I've seen a lot on Twitter. I've seen a lot in a lot of the shows I've been on. I've seen a lot of people start like, "Come on, man, what's up?" Like, listen, calm down. Let's temper it down some. It's not like it's at a fever pitch high, but you can just feel it when you start seeing the smolderings of it, and people who didn't agree with the hire in the first place start trying to make things more than what it is. This happens every season. The transfer portal and NIL claim guys that you like on your team every single season. This is nothing new. But we have to be able to, as Auburn fans, we have to be able to put our faith. And I know this is asking a lot, because Auburn fans have been asked to do this for years. and the result and the outcome have not been great. But we have to be able as Auburn fans to be able to trust in this guy and understand that this staff is doing what's best for Auburn and that they are evaluating talent as best as they can that will fit what they want to do. Just give them a chance, man. Give them a chance. A lot of I know a lot of fan favorite players are entering the portal. Malcolm Simmons, fan favorite player. Perry Thompson, fan favorite player. I understand it. A lot of young talent that didn't even get a chance to hit the field. I'm low-key kind of upset that I'm seeing DeAndre Carter enter the portal because I wanted to see that guy get on the field. Five-star guy that you got out of that you got from California. I wanted to see him in an Auburn uniform and be great. But guess what? He made the decision for himself. And I have no inside knowledge about if he was asked to transfer out. I don't know that. So I'm thinking, I'm just going by what I think. He made the decision for himself that he felt as if he can go somewhere else and be more productive somewhere else. And you got to respect that decision. You have to. So let's see what happens. Because all we're seeing is one side of the coin right now. The only side of the coin we're seeing is guys that are announcing their intentions to leave Auburn and enter the portal. January 2nd, the portal opens, and now you're potentially going to start seeing guys announce their intentions to come to Auburn. Let's rock out, man. Let's get excited, man, because it goes both ways. Shout out to all y'all, man. Please, man, before y'all get out of here, man, hit the subscribe button, like this video, share this video. We want to get to 1,100 subscribers before the end of the season, and we appreciate y'all so much, man. I'm Nate Frazier, man. Y'all be easy. One love.